Hello everyone, welcome to the course Everyone Can Code. In this video we are going to take a look at the problem 4 per line. So in the problem we are going to write a method which returns a string of all numbers between 1 and the given number. So how is this string going to return this value? Let's say if you have input value 12, your output should look like the pattern shown on the screen. So 4 in one line, 4 in the next, and then 4 in the next. In the sets of 4, we have to show our output. Let's say if your input value is 14, then your output would be looking something like this. 4, 4, 4, and then remaining 2 in the next line. The method specifications that you need to take care of is, if the value is not between 1 and 99, you go ahead and return -1. And otherwise, if the value lies between 1 and 99, we return the numbers in the range that must be returned as the string that is specified here. Alright, so let's jump into the code. So this is how our code template looks like. We have created a class 4 per line 01 in which we have initialized a number to 20. So we'll be printing numbers between 1 and 20. We have passed this number to the function 4 per line, and the output of the function 4 per line will be returned and printed out. Now before we do anything, let's take care of the error that is coming here. So just create a string result and initialize it to blank and then return result. Alright, now moving ahead, let's take care of our corner conditions. When number is less than 1 or greater than 99, we are going to return -1. So we'll add an if condition to do that. So as you see, we have added the if condition that takes care of our corner condition. And also I have added here the for loop that will traverse through our number. So each line, it will take one by one in each iteration and will print the numbers. Now inside this for loop, I have written a if-else scaffold. Now this if-else scaffold will divide our problem into two parts. First off, if the number is divisible by 4, we have to move on to the next line. So whenever the number is divisible by 4, moving on to the next line will be taken care of by this if condition. And when the number is not divisible by 4, how we have to execute the problem will be taken care of in the else part. So let's first start with what happens when our number gets divisible by 4. How we move on to the next line. So if I is divisible by 4 and I is still less than 9, our result will have a space in the front followed by our number, which will then again be followed by a next line terminator at the end. So this is what we'll do if the number is less than 9. But if the number is greater than 9, we don't need to add a space at the front. We just need to print out our number, that is I, and move on to the next line. That is it. So this is what we have to do if our number is divisible by 4. Now if the number is not divisible by 4, we'll repeat the same steps. We'll check if number is less than 9, add a space before, but instead of adding a next line terminator at the end, we add a space at the end. Now if the number is greater than 9 and it is equals to the number itself, we just have to add that number. No next line, no spaces required. And if the number is greater than 9 but not equal to the last number, we add a space at the end. As you can see, I have done exactly the same steps here in the else. If I is less than 9, space before followed by the number followed by space. If I is double equals to the last number, just add the number. Or else if I is greater than 9, add I to the result followed by a space after. Let's run our program and see how it looks. So as you see, there is a space before, a space after, then a space before followed by the number, a space after. This process continues till we are at 9. After 10, we just add the number followed by a space after. Number, space after. Let's take a look at how it is going to print our output if we say this as 15. So we stop at 15 in the middle of our line. So as you see, just understand your program and try to create a structure around it before filling in. Like you will have to need a loop to iterate through all the lines. Then inside you need to divide your loop into two main parts, whether the number is divisible by 4 because then you have to move to the next line, or the number is not divisible by 4. Now in both the cases, then continue to find out what needs to be done and step by step create your program. I hope you understood this. Thank you for watching and happy coding.